Hello, my name is Rihanna Huffman, and this is my speech number 4. This is my audience via Zoom. And let me pull up my PowerPoint. Today, I am going to try to persuade my audience about the benefits of having a college education and to persuade them to go to college. Even though my central idea is, even though college is a choice, everyone should realize that it is the best choice to make in order to make a good living. So it's 2 a.m. and you wish you had more time for sleeping. You had a long day between work, the kids, and then trying to fit college or fit school in, whether it's college or whatever. Probably tired and overwhelmed with all the homework that you have to turn in this week. On the downtimes, you might be like most of us in school are. Is all this even worth it? Staying home, watching TV, or playing video games all day sounds fun, but how long does that last? Do you want my opinion in the mystery to your best life? The mystery is getting a college education. Today, I'm going to talk about the choices we have in life and success. I'm also going to talk about the things that we need to enjoy a nice life and run through the prices of them. So then I'm going to tell you how having a college education can positively affect your success in having a sustainable life and the knowledge you gain from graduating. Now, let's get into life after high school graduation. You just graduated from high school, which seemed like the longest 4 years of your life, right? Now, no more lockers, no more backpacks, no more homework. It feels strange and maybe even a little bit scary. What will your life be like now? What does life after high school even look like? Lots of people I know right after high school, or right after graduation, started having life come at them like really fast. Babies, marriage, college, and debt, of course. So why go to college if there's no guarantee of an out-of-this-world job, but you're most likely guaranteed to graduate with extreme debt, right? Do you guys have children? I have 2 of my own, and they're extremely expensive. If you have spoiled, rotten children like mine, they will not only cost you an arm and leg, but also a kidney and an eye too. In 2017, years before the pandemic, and during an extended period of a very low inflation, the USDA projected that the average total expenditures on a child from birth through age 17 would be $284,594. This estimate assumes an average inflation rate of 2.2%, and that's quoted from Sawhill, Welch, and Miller. Now, then they had the COVID pandemic strike. So since 2020, the inflation rate has inflated 8.5% as of July 2022, according to the Brookings Institution. And just by the looks of these statistics, you're definitely going to need a good job to take care of those kids these days. Nowadays, a lot of people do not like the concept of marriage. Personally, I want to get married one day very soon in the near future. This comes at a price, given the type of, wedding you want. And if you're guilty of watching shows like Bridezilla, Say Yes to the Dress, shows like that, you know that those type of weddings are very expensive. The market research firm, The Wedding Report, quotes that 2.5 million couples are intending to marry in 2022, which is about 15% higher than a typical year and a 30% jump from 2020. And that's from Mauridi that I'm reading from. The average cost of a 2022 wedding sits around $27,000. And we have also recently been going through an inflation, so that means that it's more likely for the cost to go up, of course. Mind you, this is just an average ballpark number. So lots of people have extravagant weddings, which can go up to $100,000s in cost. That's crazy. Living expenses will also cost a pretty penny given your choice of housing. And according to GetJerry.com, the average home value in Nevada is around $320,000, approximately $320,000. All this information is just the basics of living a sustainable life. Can you afford this? Also, add in the cost of food, clothing, extracurricular activities, if you have to, you want a social life like normal people. So can you still afford this? It's getting pretty expensive, huh? How will you pay for all this stuff? Many people have full-time jobs to sustain, but are they working their dream job? Does a job with basic level skills require just a high school education? Most likely not. So now that we have talked about how expensive life can get, and now we will be for you after, how expensive life can get and how it can be for you after high school. Let me tell you about why getting a college education can hopefully benefit you, these outcomes for you. My argument for why you should attend college is that having any sort of college degree will open up more doors for you. People with a basic bachelor's degree tend to have a much lower employment rate versus someone who has less education. And someone with a degree is looking for a career that lasts a long time, rather than someone else that's looking to find a job that just simply pays the bills. College broadens your horizons in ways that some can't even imagine. It allows you to do things that you never thought were possible, like travel, for instance. Education is proven to be the way out of poverty. It opens your mind to a new world of possibilities where you could find potential success. The book, Taking Sides, Educational Issues, states that individuals who have attended college have greater work experience or greater work opportunities and tend to have skills that can be easily applied in different job settings. And that's read from the book written by Kuntz. With a college level education, you're most likely employed at higher rates and with greater consistency. And those with less than a college degree are more than 3 times as likely to be unemployed compared to someone with a college degree. But for those who are considering not going to college because of economic hardships, I advise you to think of the long term. Unemployment rates for recent 4-year college degrees is 6.8%, and unemployment rates for recent high school graduates is nearly 24%. This stat can show that with a college education, you might benefit from job security given your education and your knowledge, along with experience in the long run. There are thousands of scholarships that can help you get a college education with little to no money out of your pocket. And there's also grants that you can do where you don't have to pay back. Loans you do have to pay back, grants you do not. A college degree can get you to become a doctor, a lawyer, or even a computer technician. All these jobs can make, and they can pay great amounts to be able to afford everything I listed above. With all these things considered, let's sum up the life of having a higher education. Given that I have laid out all the prices of an everyday life after high school and common expenses, do you think you can keep up? I personally myself know that what life is like with a college education and what life is like without one. Like some in this class, me going back to school to further my career is just going to make my financials a little bit better so that I can afford to get the things that I want. Do not settle. Go out and expand your horizons and have something to pass down to your future children as well, if you plan on having a family. Also, showing your kids this type of accomplishments will set standards in them as well. It will show them that most likely to follow in your parents' footsteps is the way to go. I hope this speech can get at least one person to think about getting a college education and how better life can be in the long run. Trust me, it's worth it.